Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio. So glad you clicked on this video. Today, my brother and I, we're going to be watching the teaser for the new show that's coming out on Amazon Prime in September of this year. Lord of the
Teaser
Rings.
/ show name announcement.
That's right. Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power is the name of it. And so we're entering back into the Middle-earth world. Going back to
dipping
Tolkien's
toes.
genius work of fantasy.
Dipping our toes. We're
dipping our toes
gonna
for
get
sure.
some hate for this.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's a very strong.
There's a lot of
audience
feelings.
base.
There's
Yes.
a lot of feelings around what's going on. We know Amazon Prime's track record. We're going to talk about that maybe for just a moment. We'll briefly mention it, but I want to bring an optimism to this. So let's go ahead and watch this teaser.
Do you want to say the podcast stuff first, or just go ahead and watch it?
We'll get into that at the end. So let's go ahead and watch this, and
let's watch
we'll
this
give our
thing.
thoughts.
Ready?
Yep.
We're not plugged in here.
Yeah, plug us in right here. No, over right there. Yeah.
Ready? Now start over.
Three rings for the elven kings under the sky. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone. 9 for mortal men doomed to die. 1 for the Dark Lord on his dark throne in the land of Mordor. Where the shadows lie.
Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
All right. I noticed something on that watch. I had seen this like 2 times before, and I noticed something new on that. I love the effect of them getting a close-up of the O on power, and then revealing that it's a ring, you know? Or revealing that a ring is the O for the title, so I thought that was pretty cool effect.
So, there's a lot of new stuff that we want to talk about, but we did do an official reaction to it.
Yeah, this is a reaction for sure. We're going to give our thoughts, and every time you watch it, you kind of pull something new out of it. But we talked a little bit at length on our podcast about our concerns with this. So I want to bring some optimism to this because we did share our concerns a lot on our podcast. That's coming out on Monday at 7 a.m. on our Patreon, and then the following Monday publicly on YouTube and Spotify. So if you're interested, you can watch that. However, with this, the thing that I want to say I am excited about in general is I am excited that we get the chance at more Tolkien, more Middle-earth, expand on the show, expand on the story.
8 episodes.
8 episodes, and it seems like they're putting a lot of effort into it. You know, it does seem like they're trying really hard. I do love the soundtrack of this because it feels very much like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Something that we saw actually, and I figured out once we had reacted to the thing on
our podcast
was all of this is practical.
Yeah, it's not animated.
There's actually a behind the scenes video of the making of this video where like they're pouring molten like
metal
into
like they're forging rings.
Yeah, like a mold, and they're actually like it's all practical. Even though it looks it has this almost animated look, but it's not. It's just the cameras they were using.
Yeah, it's not even just the cameras, because cameras are cameras, pretty much. I mean,
what is a camera?
A camera is a camera. It does the same for the most part. It really comes down to the color grading, you know, and the color grading with the vibrant colors. So in this teaser, we see a lot of blue tones in the smoke. We see a lot of cold, and then we see a lot of warm tones from the molting metal.
You see a lot of
the lava looking
blue and orange tones.
Yeah, there's a lot of blue and orange tones, and we noticed this a little bit from the most recent.
green tones. Well, not in this, but
Yeah.
green tones when it comes to like trees and.
Yes. Yeah, you mean the vibrant colors that
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
seen from Amazon in the past.
Yes.
So, Wheel of Time, which is they have been releasing. It's recently come out on Amazon Prime. I'm not going to get into the story and the feelings about that, but we did notice watching the show that the colors are very vibrant. So for some reason, we notice Amazon Prime is doing something that we don't see a lot
What
of
show
times.
is it?
Wheel of Time.
Oh,
Wheel of Time. Yeah.
I was a little confused.
No,
for a
in
second.
Wheel of Time, they do a
Yes.
lot of vibrant colors. They do the color grading that the studio for Amazon Prime, they're color grading a little bit differently than what we've seen in traditional cinema and other studios, how they do it. So it's interesting to see how the look of things that this is going to show us. As we saw from the picture that was released a while ago for the show, it kind of looks like it has that traditional, medium contrast, medium saturation kind of feel.
Yeah.
But then with this, it's very saturated, it's very vibrant, it's very colorful, as you said. So we're gonna see, and I like overall. I love that they did practical, even though for some reason it doesn't look super practical. It is practical.
Who's the director, if not a new director on each? Do we have directors for this?
I haven't looked that up yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we'll just see. We'll probably be reacting to this by the time it comes out.
It's coming out in September.
Yeah,
and
we'll talk about it
we're
more.
doing deep dives on getting all the information we can about this as more stuff comes out. This is like the initial release. The only thing we had before this was the picture. This is literally telling us what it's going to be called, and this gives us a good idea of the nature of when this takes place during the Middle Earth story.
What character do you resonate more? Like Hobbit, an elf, a dwarf, goblin, an orc,
Definitely goblin.
a wizard.
Give me a cave any day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think it'd be more
goblin all the way, man.
Yeah, I thought it would be more like a hobbit, because they love to eat,
Hey, now. Look, hobbits are great. If you don't resonate with the hobbit lifestyle, you're insane.
Yeah.
So,
I would sit down, smoke a pipe, drink a
dinner,
beer,
and hang
eat
out
some
with friends.
cheese and chicken and good food and toast.
Yeah, we all know this.
That sounds like a great time.
That's all the thoughts that I want to give it as of right now because they haven't given us much. However, I am looking forward to it, September, and at the same time, I got a lot of
September 2nd or something.
I don't think they've told us.
Okay.
Just September.
Okay.
Maybe September 2nd. I don't know.
I thought I saw something. That
September,
was September 2nd.
it's coming out. We'll know sooner. We'll know sooner to time.
Yes.
And I'm sure we'll get more trailers, probably 2 or 3 more trailers from the show before it's released. So stay tuned with us with what we have to think. We're going to do a lot more research and dive into all that they're giving us so that we can prepare ourselves for the day of release for this show. Let us know in the comments what you're looking forward to about this show. If you have concerns, I'd love to hear them. If you have thoughts or insight to the story or production, I'd love to hear it. I would greatly appreciate anything you'd like to share and I'll interact with you in the comments. Like this video if you enjoyed it, if you would. That helps us on YouTube. And once again, watch our podcast if you want to hear more in-depth thoughts about our feelings. This coming out, 2 days ago from today. And so that's all I have to say. Anything you want to, any final thoughts?
That's all. That was my thoughts. I think I'm good.
All
So
right.
like the video, subscribe to this channel.
We'll see you in the next video.